Alrighty guys, we are making a very last minute decision here. It is Saturday and we are going to be doing a spend the weekend with us, which I'm so excited about because I haven't done in a very long time. Now, like I said, it is Saturday. It is still pretty early in the morning. It is around 9:30. But I already had a pretty long morning, so I wanted to kind of catch you up, let you know where we're going and things like that. We don't have anything crazy planned, but I did want to tell you a little bit of updates and give you guys like a general feel for how our weekends go and things like that. So let's get started. I want to give a little reading update first because I know a lot of you saw I posted this on Instagram. I actually ended up getting the Sweet Coastal Kisses novels. So I have book 1 here, which I actually ended up finishing last night. It is For Butter or For Worse by Dana Licheminen. I am probably saying that completely wrong. But I finished this one up last night, so I am going to start book 2 in this video. Haven't started it yet, obviously, but I'm so excited to jump into this because this actually has a character that we are introduced to in the first book here, and he's a pretty big part of the first book. He is our main character's best friend, so I'm excited to jump into this one. My thoughts on this one though, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the beginning. We actually have a little side character here who's a llama, and that is why the little chapter headings have a llama there. So I really enjoyed that and like getting introduced to the llama right away and his like funny little antics he gets into, and I loved it, right? And his name is Prince Harry. But I was expecting to see him a lot more, and like I feel like his parts in the book were the funniest parts, and that was kind of like the rom-com of the book. Don't get me wrong, there were other funny parts, but the llama stole the show. Anyway, I was hoping for more of the llama, and with this book being so short, guys, it's only 179 pages, which I was kind of shocked pulling these books out of the package, because while this is 179 pages, it's like almost like a novella. The next ones are like regular length books. So let me see how long this one is to give you an idea. It's still kind of short, but they're longer than this one. It is 223 pages, so not much longer, but still a little bit longer. But anyway, I was very iffy on what to rate this. Like I said, I really enjoyed some parts of this book, but then there were other parts where I was like, and I feel like with the length of it, it just missed out on a lot of things that could have been in here. Like, this is Marriage of Convenience and Second Chance. And while we got to see a good bit of the backstory, I kind of wanted just a little bit more of that backstory, if I'm going to be honest. I also wanted to see our main female character, Georgie's family, because you don't see them whatsoever. They're mentioned like once, and then, I don't know, I feel like it was lacking because it was so short. And I was intrigued enough to want to know more, so I think I'm going to end up on like a 3 point... It's between a 3 and a 3.5. I haven't made up my mind just yet, but like I said, sorry for rambling about that. I am excited to jump into this one in this video, so stay tuned for that. I will give reading updates along the way. And then another thing I wanted to mention that I'm really excited about, I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to be someone who loved to run, and I actually ran in a good deal of half marathons, and I actually also ran in a marathon, and it was right before we had Grace. So right before I got pregnant with Grace, I was running constantly. I ran all the time. I loved it. I had so much fun. It was just a part of my routine. And today is the very first day I started running again. So after having 2 kiddos, I'm finally wanting to get back into that routine and just feeling normal. And, you know, I did try to run twice once after having Grace and then once after having the baby. And it didn't go well. And I feel like I just had these unrealistic expectations going back in. I feel like I ran too early postpartum as well. You gotta give your body enough rest, and I just didn't feel right running, but now I do. I got out there this morning. I had a lot of fun. So you'll also see me go through that kind of routine tomorrow. I wanted to show you guys this morning, but I was like iffy on doing this video. I always overthink so many things, and I just need to do them. So you will see me go through that little routine in the morning tomorrow, and I'm excited to take you guys along with me and you know, kind of share this journey as well as my reading journey. I have so many things I just love sharing with you guys. I love sharing my personal life and things going on, and you know, life is hectic and crazy with 2 kiddos, but it's also so enjoyable. And something as a mom is I just felt so selfish, like taking time for myself, but as a mom, I need that time for myself, and I need to pour into myself so I can pour into the rest of my family. So wanted to put that out there. You will see me go through my running routine tomorrow, and then kind of as we continue on, maybe with like weekend vlogs, I can update you guys on the running and everything. But I ran a mile straight, and I was not expecting that. I feel like I went into this run with like 0 expectations, and that's why I'm like happy about it and okay with it. Whereas before I was like, I'm getting back into this, I'm gonna run like at least a mile, I'm gonna run like 2 miles. You know, I had all these expectations that I just needed to be more realistic and go into it not expecting anything and just be out there and be happy that I went out there and did the thing. You know what I mean? So anyway, there is that. But as far as what we have planned for the weekend, we don't really have any plans. Dave's going to cut the grass today, do like just general things around the house, probably clean the pool. And we don't have any plans for today. So we're just gonna kind of go with the swing of things here. It is very hot. I think it's going to be 95, which isn't too hot probably compared to a lot of other places, but it is hot and humid. And tomorrow, we also don't really have any other plans. Tomorrow is usually like a family day. Everyone goes to church, then comes home and is, you know, just relaxing and having a good time as a family. My brother has my nephew here tomorrow, and then my parents are here, and we have dinner together. Usually we go in the pool, so that also kind of depends on the weather. It's supposed to thunderstorm here this weekend, so we shall see. But I wanted to come on here and just give you like the rundown of what's going on this weekend, even though there's not too much going on. Starting a new morning routine, getting into a new book, but other than that, not much going on. So let's go along for this very average, very normal weekend with the family. Alrighty guys, it is about midday, so we're doing a little midday check-in. As you could see, this morning was a little bit of a slow morning. I packed a Pango order, as you guys saw, and Dave watched Grace while I made some content. I made some reels, shorts, and just some general posts for Instagram. So that is when I like to make my content. The baby was sleeping. Dave had Grace. I try to do it on Saturdays so that I have Sundays completely free. I don't need to worry about literally anything. And the videos that go up on Sunday are pre-scheduled. So Sunday, it's a family day. I don't have to worry about anything, which I really, really love and look forward to. So there is that. And what else did I do today? That's about it. We really, truly had a slow morning, and the kids are done playing. They went up for their naps. So while they're napping, I'm gonna go in here and just tidy up the room where they play, our living room, and then we are going to get to reading. So let's go ahead and tidy up this room. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, I started reading my book Crush Landed by Michelle Angus. I started reading this, I only got 2 chapters in because then Dave and my mom came in the same room I was in, and then we started talking and all of that good stuff. And then the kids were down for nap at the time, and then my mom was like, why don't we go to Pizza Hut? So we ended up going to Pizza Hut. They just have the best breadsticks and pizza, and then they have like the wings to go as well, and we got the garlic parmesan boneless wings, which were so good as well. But their pizza, their pan pizza is just, oh, it's so good. But anyway, we took the kids with us as well, so the 4 of us, me, Dave, Grace, the baby, and then my mom and dad also went. So we went out to dinner, we came home, and stuff hit the fan, guys. Stuff hit the fan. With 2 kids, sometimes it gets a bit crazy, it gets a bit chaotic. They were very full and very tired, and it was a little while before we had to go for bedtime, so it was a little cranky. But I ended up picking up this book again when they both went upstairs. Grace is still not sleeping. The baby goes right to bed when I put him to bed. Grace, on the other hand, it is like 9 o'clock now. She's been up for about a half hour. I know, she goes to bed late in the summer. She really does. But she will not go down for quite a while. But I picked up Crush Landed again when she went up, and I am almost to, I am 3 pages away from chapter 8. And what I have to say about this book is that I'm enjoying parts of it. Like, I really like the parts with Coop because I feel like I know Coop from the first book. So I know his personality, I know what he's like, I know that there's stuff going on in the background with his dad. His dad is sick, and there's things going on, and I want to dive deeper into those things because Coop just seems like such a good person. He was such a good friend to King in the first book, and I want to know more about him and his background and all of that good stuff. My problem lies with our main female character and Molly, who is that main female character, and her best friend Clara. They're together, they live together, but they just read so young. And I get being silly with friends, like I understand that, but they just, I feel like it's kind of like middle school antics. And I feel bad saying that, but that is what has me like not fully immersed. It kind of stinks too because early on the good deal of the chapters are in Molly's point of view. Like, you'll get Molly twice and then you'll get Coop, and then you'll get Molly twice and Coop. But like, I know that's not always going to be the case, and you know, we do get Coop's story, but like, I'm just not enjoying Molly or her best friend, and they're what's making up the majority of the story. But I'm gonna keep on going because this book has really, really great reviews, and that essentially is what is making me want to continue. That, along with wanting to know the background of Coop and get to know him more. But if I didn't know Coop as a character in another book, would the ratings be enough to keep me reading? I don't know, to be quite honest. And I know a lot of people like, well, you're not very far in, don't give up. Guys, I have so many books I want to get to that putting a book down is, it's not that hard for me right now, and I could always come back to it later. But like, I'm going to keep going with it. Coop has me wanting more, so we're going to keep going. So I'm actually going to keep going with this now until I go to bed, and then I will end up seeing you guys in the morning. I am going to get up to run in the morning, but I will see you guys in the morning. So see you then. Alrighty guys, it is 5:15. I am going out for my run. I have to be honest, I don't feel like doing it, but I just have to get out there. I am very sore today after running the first time yesterday in a very long time, but we're getting out there, we're doing it. So I will see you guys after this run. Alrighty guys, as you can see, I just got done my run. My face is all red. My hair is all over the place. But I wanted to come on here and just say that if you are someone who has wanted to get in a workout routine for a long while now, just do it. I feel so much better after my runs. And today I went out with 0 expectations. And I actually ran longer than I did yesterday. And
again, I had zero expectations going into this. So when I ran that long, I was shocked and I was so happy. But that's not the point. The point is, today is a Sunday. I usually take Sundays off. When I was running before, I took Sundays off. And Sunday has just been a rest day and, you know, relax and unwind. But I am starting to form a habit that's better for myself, better for my kids. Running in the morning has given me an outlet, and it allows me to, you know, my stress is gone. And I don't want to say gone, obviously, when I run, because it's never really totally gone. But it's a stress relief. It gives me more patience with my kids. It lets me be a better version of myself for my kids. It's time for myself. It's time, you know, that I'm working on myself. So as I'm forming this habit, I am going to be running on Sundays. And, you know, I battled with it yesterday because, like I said, today's our family day. It's an unwind day. But ultimately, this is going to do so much better for myself and for my family. But thank you for listening to my rant. As I am completely out of breath, I ended up doing 1 1/3 mile, which again, I was shocked about. I told myself this morning, like I said, zero expectations. So there's my Sunday run and my Sunday rant. And I will see you guys soon because I am now going to go in the house. I am going to rehydrate. I'm going to eat, shower, hopefully sit down and read because I have a big reading update for you guys too, which will come later in this video. But I will see you guys pretty soon. Thank you again for being here for my Sunday rant and spiel and run. See you guys soon.
Alrighty guys, so as you can tell by my drenching wet hair, one thing, I used to actually shower at night because it was a lot easier, but now with running in the morning, I shower after I run, but I hate having wet hair. I especially hate when wet hair is against my neck, but I do not feel like doing my hair today. I don't feel like doing it. It is a rainy, gloomy day, but anyway, I am going to actually get out of the house today. Today is a family day, but the kids are going to be going down for nap, and we usually spend the majority of our family time after dinner, like dinner and on. So I am going to actually go to Barnes for a little bit today. It is actually my first Barnes trip after deciding to read Clean and Closed Door. So that is what we're going to be doing today, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what they have. I know they probably won't have very much. I know for Clean and Closed Door, Amazon's probably the best bet. I know that Baker Bookhouse is another place. I believe they sell Christian books, just, you know, just general fiction, nonfiction. I believe that's what they're about. I heard Amanda over at Book Lover Amanda talk about it. My friend Alicia also mentioned it to me. So I am going on there. I've been on there a couple times, but never like really sat down and went through their website. So that's what I'm going to end up having to do. But today I want to go to Barnes to get out of the house for a little breather. And I wanted to give you guys a book update as well, because I do plan to sit down at the cafe and read my book at Barnes as well. So this might be a soft DNF. I don't know. We shall see. Crush Landed. I continued reading yesterday. And like, Molly is still just not hitting it for me. She's just not, I don't like her as a character. I really truly don't. Her and Clara's relationship is also just like cringe-worthy sometimes. I hate saying that, but this is just me not getting along with the characters. If you look at the reviews of this book, they are glowing. So don't take my word for it. I may just be in a different mood, which I will talk about in a bit, but I'm gonna soft DNF it for now. I may pick it back up later this month. We shall see. I am going to continue on with the series though, just because it is a multi-author series as well. I do want to try other books from Michelle as well, but I am going to continue on with the series. We will see if I pick this up again or not. We will see. I don't know, guys. I'm just not feeling it right now. So maybe I will pick it back up, like I said, later this month. I will continue on with the series though. I do have book 3, and I know book 4 and 5 are not out just yet, but coming out very shortly. So there is Crush Landed. And since I put that down, I was talking with Alicia, and she was like, do you want to read Lulu's Cafe together? And I said, Yes, I wanted to read this book so bad. It's been sitting on my TBR cart, and so many people have said such amazing things about this book. Let me tell you, this is what I needed. I needed something fast paced. It throws you right in. There's so much going on. It's so intriguing. But I do have to say that this has heavy, heavy, heavy topics in it. And right from the start, you see physical wounds of our main female character. And not like wounds, I want to say physical scars, which leads you to be like, what went on here? And then it takes you into what actually went on and the physical abuse she endured. And, you know, it is very much in depth as far as the physical abuse that went on. So I do want to say that it is domestic abuse, and you get to see it literally right from the start. But let me tell you, it is so fast paced. I don't remember the last book that I've had that was this fast paced. Like, it is flying by. And like, when I say I am so intrigued, I have never annotated a book as heavily as I am annotating this, and I am only literally 20 pages in, and I am just like, I am going to town with the annotations here. It is absolutely crazy. So that is how I'm feeling about Lulu's Cafe by T.I. Lowe. I will probably pick up many more books by this author just from the beginning here alone. I am intrigued. I want to know. I need to know more about this story and where it goes. And you get to kind of see the prologue is kind of like a future, and then you go back in time when you hit chapter 1. So to know that this happens, I'm like, I want to see more. I don't want to give too much away. I want to see more. I want to see how things end up going for our female main character, and I'm loving it, guys. So there is Lulu's Cafe. So now we are going to head out to Barnes. I'm going to throw my hair up here. I do not feel like doing my hair. I would usually do my hair. I struggle with should I do it or not, and I'm just not going to because I don't feel like it. So that's how we're going, and I will be recording just a little bit of Barnes. So let's head on over there, see what they have, and read a little bit more, and then head back home. Say cheese. Oh, back up a little bit. See? Back up.
It's Gracie.
It is Gracie. Say hi. It's Gracie girl. What do you think? It's Gracie girl. Back up a little bit so you can see your face. There you are. Alrighty guys, I am getting back from Barnes and I was supposed to do my book shopping and my reading there. I just did my book shopping and I will show you the books I got in a little bit, but I didn't read there because number one, it was so hot in there. Number two, everyone was there. There was not a single table open. So went to Barnes, did my book shopping. If you hear Gracie, she's in the back here. I know you probably saw her in the beginning there. But it is a lot harder to find clean and closed door reads in Barnes, and I know a lot of people have like a Christian fiction section or just like a Christian faith section in general. So I was looking for that when I went in. At first I just looked around the fiction section and then I was looking for the Christian sign because I've seen a lot of people see that at their Barnes. And I was looking around, I saw religion and I was like, okay, maybe this might be it, but those were just like non-fiction. And then I was looking around and I saw no signs that said Christian on them. So I was like, huh, I wonder where they could be. And then, so it was like religion, and then across the way was faith. And that was where all their faith-based fiction was. So I went over there and I found some of the books that I have here, but then I also had to go in the fiction section to find more of them, and then I also had to go in the romance section, and I had to look for specific publishers. And I am very aware of Tyndale and Thomas Nelson. They are like the two that come to my mind for some reason. I know there are other ones, but those are the two that specifically stand out to me. So that's what I was mainly looking for, and like I said, I just had a harder time finding books. And I know that different publishers also publish clean and closed door, but it's very hard to figure out which books they are unless you look beforehand. And anyway, it was a little bit of a more difficult time, but I have here my haul. I had some gift cards for my birthday, so here is what I got. As you guys know, I am reading Lulu's Cafe by T.I. Lowe, and I am absolutely loving it. So I got 2 more books of hers, and the first one I have here is Indigo Isle. There is that one. This one was actually right on the table when you walked into Barnes, so I was very happy about that. And then we have Under the Magnolias, and this I found in the fiction section at Barnes. So there is that one. And then I will show you the ones I found in the faith-based section next. So in the faith-based section, I found Love in Tandem by Becca Kinzer. There is that one. She has another one I want to read as well. Can you move out of the way, baby girl? She has another one I want to read as well, but this is the one that they had in that section. And then they had Beyond Ivy Walls by Rachel Fordham. And I've heard people say absolutely amazing things about her books, and I know this is her new release, so I had to grab it when I saw it. And then I went into the romance section. Gracie, please move out of the way, baby girl. You want to sit with Mama? There you go, you can see yourself. Then I went into the romance section. Yeah, you see yourself? And in the romance section is where I found The Letter Tree by Rachel Fordham. So there is that one. And I'm excited to jump into all of these books. I've heard really great things about every single one of them, hence why I picked them up. But if you see things flying across the screen, it's Grace. But again, I am so excited to pick up literally every single one of these. So that is what I ended up getting at Barnes with my gift cards from my birthday. And now today, I actually am probably going to sit downstairs with the family for a while and just kind of relax and have a nice Sunday, and then we will have dinner. I have meatballs in the crock pot right now. We will have a spaghetti and meatball dinner with the 4 of us, my mom, my dad, my brother, and my nephew. I have no idea what she's into currently. Oh, it's a box of toys that's randomly up here, but we will have dinner, spaghetti and meatballs, and then we will see. I usually read before bed. I don't know if I'm going to get to tonight because I also have to do our budget. I still haven't completely finalized our August budget. So there is that. Let's go downstairs and hang out with the family for a bit before dinner. Alrighty guys, so we are wrapping up our night here. So as you saw, for dinner we had our spaghetti and meatball dinner, and then afterwards Dave ran out and got us ice cream. I wanted to record it so bad, but you guys know little ones with ice cream, not only do they want it immediately, but then it becomes a big mess. So we had our ice cream. The kids are now in their pajamas. Grace is watching Minions and is like completely mesmerized. So we are gonna close this out, but before we do, I got something in the mail from one of you guys and I was so shocked. So the package showed up literally not that long ago. I would say probably a half hour ago, and I was like, what did I order? What did I get? I have no idea. And then I picked it up and I like could feel it was a book, and I was like, I don't think I ordered anything recently. And I was like, maybe Dave got me something off my wish list, because I know Dave has my wish list. And I opened it and it was from Megan. So this is A Case for the Winemaker by Candace Havens. It's part of the Ainsley McGregor mystery series, and here's what it looks like. I saw this on, I believe it was Candace Cameron Bre's stories. So one of her posts randomly popped up on my page, and then I ended up like going to her page and seeing like what she's up to and everything else, and I saw that she was in the adaptation for this. This was being made into a movie, and I was like, I have to add it to my list. So I did, and Megan actually said in her note here that she watched the movie. So the movie is currently out. So I haven't read very many book to movie adaptations, so I am so excited to get to this and then watch the movie. Thank you, Megan, so much. I kept your note in here, so every time I pick up this book, I am going to think of you. So thank you again. I am just super grateful, and I cannot thank you enough. So that made my night. And we are, like I said, closing out the night here. The baby is going to come up to sleep here very soon. I'll probably get to more of my book, which, by the way, I did get a little bit further in my book. Guys, I am like heavily annotating Lulu's Cafe. I think that will be my most annotated book. The emotion, the realness, and the rawness of this book is just absolutely crazy, and I feel like T.I. Lowe does such an amazing job of the storytelling aspect. Like, it just flows so well. She keeps you intrigued the entire time. Like, once I'm done a chapter, I'm like, I need to keep going, and like things pop up from chapter to chapter. You're like, oh my goodness, oh my god. And like every single chapter you're like, oh my goodness. Like, you are just absolutely just baffled, but like also amazed at her writing and how she can make you just want to keep going so bad. So anyway, if you haven't picked up that book, and I'm like spieling about this book, ranting about this book because it is just so good, and I'm only on the beginning, so I'm hoping this continues on this path, but I can only say absolutely amazing things about it. So if you haven't picked it up, pick up Lulu's Cafe by T.I. Lowe. Anyway, we are going to close this out. Thank you guys for sticking with me for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it that thumbs up. And if you want to stick around for more bookish life, we got a little bit of everything going on here at the moment. So if you want to stick around, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would absolutely love to have you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every single one of you so much. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys soon.